And this is the only place you can find the Starfall ore I need to fix Yuela's sword. If we weaken the adamantoise here enough, but don't kill it, we should be able to harvest some off of it. And let's work hard for Yuela's sake. Oh, don't tell me I actually have to avoid... Oh, I do have to avoid killing something. Well, I guess that's... I guess Laguna and Lily and the Golem can manage it. Oh god, has reflect too. Well, that's annoying. Since it's right here, I guess I'll just deal with that before actually exploring the map. Not that I expect there to be much worth mentioning here anyway, considering it's a low-level area. Oh, hello there. You would kill it, you're too scary. You would likely kill it. I guess if I really need to, I can just swap them. Swap someone to a weaker weapon, but... ideally, I won't need to. Ideally, that is. What is this? Treasure? Oh, okay. Oh, it's a harvest point. That's what that is. I take it you have the same... Yeah, you have resistances typical of earth turtle things. You do need to switch, but I probably don't want you to use wind on it, right? Well, maybe you're weak enough that it wouldn't matter. Maybe. Yeah, we'll give it a try and hope for the best. Can you just... Yeah, you're strong enough to not need to care about them now. Honestly, he's strong enough that he might be too strong for dealing with the turtle too. At least with his magic, anyway. What percent did I need to get this thing under 10? 10. How much HP do you have exactly here? 120? So that's like what? Around 10 HP I need to get you to? Yeesh. Yeesh indeed. Yeah, I guess you can just sit here and wait. How... Ideally, Golem should be fine. Like, you're obviously tanky, but I can't imagine you do enough damage to threaten it. Let's just go forth and hope for the best. Thank you. Oh wow, it lived. What is this? Sure, item. You guys are... Yeah, you're wind element. Guess I can just switch to this. Do need to be a bit careful with the boss, it might be able to threaten them. Although it probably doesn't have much in the way of offensive power being what it is. Oh, I am busy. I'm not even going to try to fight, huh? So what am I doing for damage? You're fine. You're fine. Oh, that's your magic too. Surprisingly, your magic's actually pretty in line with your physical, huh? Huh. Go figure. You probably do the least out of them all, right? I would guess as much anyway. I do need to be worried about crits is the only problem. Guess I'll just have to hope for the best. Please don't crit. Ever. I should take off stuff like Flurry as well. Do you have anything I should take off? No? You're fine. Go hit it a bit. You're probably the safest one to hit it with then. You shouldn't be able to crit or anything. I do need to wait for it to regenerate now, though. Too much. How's this look? I mean, you don't need to do that much more damage. I've never been good at percents. What's 10% of this? Obviously 10% of 100 is 10, but... does this lower you enough? I hope it does anyway. Please? Oh, it's enough. Starfall ore. Okay, success. I've got the material I need. And unsurprisingly it boots us out, so I'll have to come back to explore. Any materials worth mentioning from here? Soil, not wrong thing. Magic stones, wood, flowers. Yeah, nothing I need to worry about. Yuela walks into the workshop with her sword as I'm getting ready. She comes in quietly, as usual, and walks straight up to me. I welcome her with a tense look. Okay, let's get started. Yeah. Yuela holds out her sword. I take it from her. It weighs heavily in my hand. I handle it carefully, like it's a part of my own body. If I mess up, that's something I'd rather not think about. I swallow that thought. But unlike me, Yuela is completely relaxed. She even looks like she's smiling. I believe in you. Just do the same as always. I guess. Alright, let's do this. Please. I bring her sword to the magic sigil I have set up. I'm going to restore her sword's magic now using a new technique. This should bring it back to its original strength. But what will happen if I mess up? I shake off those dark thoughts and concentrate on my work. Yuela sits down in the corner of the workshop and watches me work. Okay, here I go. I hold my breath and begin channeling magic into the sigil. Is this the same as it was before? No? Felt similar, but I guess not. Oh well. It reacts to the spell. The more magic I pour into it, the brighter the light becomes, and the more the holy power fills the area. I place her sword in the center. Light slowly begins to wrap around her sword. Initially, her sword just takes in the light. But the color of the light soon changes. With a slow blinking, her sword starts emitting its own glow. Its light meets the light from the sigil. The two wrap around each other and mix. With a sharp buzz in the air, her sword resonates. The lights completely blend together, and then burst. It erupts like an explosion and fills the workshop. The buzz in the air fades, and the light soon dims with it. After the light completely fades, her sword is left behind. I step up to her sword. From looks alone, it appears the same as before. Yuela walks up to my side. She's completely focused on it. She impatiently reaches for it, and takes the sword from my hands. She carefully looks the sword up and down, from the hilt, along the blade, and up to the tip. Magnificent. She accidentally exclaims her amazement. She's looking at it completely differently now, almost in a nostalgic way. Her eyes suddenly focus sharply. Yuela takes a stance. The light is still gleaming on the edge of the blade, rising up off it in wisps like smoke. Yeah. She cuts the air. Yeah. She swings her sword several times. The air stays completely still. Yuela sheaths her sword and turns to me. How is it? I ask nervously. She smiles. Thank you. She bows deeply. My sword has regained its former strength, thanks to you. I see. I'm glad. I rub my nose to try to cover my embarrassment. Eastern moon obtained. Although I'm pretty sure that's just... Is it the same even on her route? Yeah, it is. Wait, did she equip it automatically? Maybe I was using it last, I don't know. It took a long time. Sorry about making you wait. No, you did well. I cannot express my gratitude enough. Well, I guess you could say it's a load off my shoulders, too. I finally finished it, but there's an empty feeling now. I no longer have anything to aim for. I feel a little lonesome now. Our promise is fulfilled now. Yeah. No other words come out. Now Yuela really doesn't have any reason to stay here, but I'm too afraid to say that. She walks toward the backyard to try out her sword more. After I watch her leave, I go up to my room and think about whether this really means we'll be saying goodbye. I stay lost in thought, and before I know it, the sun's setting. The sun shines through the window. The sound of Yuela practicing outside also stopped without me noticing it. I look outside the window for her. After seeing nothing, I think about just going to sleep early, when I sense someone in the doorway. Yuela slowly walks in. She walks toward me, looking right at me. She smiles. And she comes to the window next to me. Yuela smiles in the orange sunlight. You're an idiot. She laughs at me, completely seeing through to how I feel. I've never seen you laugh like that before. It's a wonderful thing. I'm glad that I finally get to see her happy like this. You really are an idiot. She laughs at me again. I am? Well, I guess I can't argue. And then she suddenly looks straight into my eyes without a trace of humor. You thought I'd go back to my country, didn't you? She really did see through me completely. I finally did it. I fulfilled my promise to you. So... I can't finish saying it again. Yuela stares at me more intently. I thought so. You are surprisingly timid. Maybe so, but if you did, I'd... And that's why I called you an idiot. Don't you even know how I feel? Huh? Then, you mean... Do you think I'd just go home and leave you behind? I look carefully into her eyes. Then, you're staying here.
私たちはもう他人ではない。
We are not strangers any longer. My heart pounds. Yuela blushes as she continues.
変な意味ではない。仲間という意味だ。もちろん、それ以上の意味がないわけではないが。
Do not take it the wrong way. I mean we're friends. Of course, I don't know if it is something more. She speaks ambiguously, but her blush tells me exactly what she means. I consider you more than just a friend.
私だって、お前と離れるのは辛いのだぞ。
It would be painful for me to say goodbye to you.
理由などなく、お前と一緒にいたいと、そう思ってはいけないか。
I do not need a reason to want to be with you. Don't you think so? Yuela. I hug her close to me. I close her lips with a kiss. She accepts it without resisting, and our lips press together. We kiss each other again and again. Yuela's eyes drift into bliss.
自分がこんな気持ちになるなんて思わなかった。
I did not think that I could feel this way. What do you mean?
一生そんな気持ちになることなどなく、男にもならず女にもならず、ただ一人で生きていくんだと。
I've never felt this way in my life before. Not with any men nor women. I've always lived alone. I'm here, and you have other friends too. I hug her tight as I answer, and kiss her again. Wait. When I press my lips hard against her, she stiffens like she's confused. A blush of shyness colors her cheeks. What are you doing? I suck on her flushed lips before she pulls away. You don't like that?
バカ、そんな風な聞き方をしないでくれ。
Idiot. Don't ask me about things like that. Yuela tries to bashfully hide her face from me. But I follow after her and kiss her again. I hold her squeezed against me as our kissing continues. Her body is trembling. She stiffens at first, but soon responds to my lips, and awkwardly tries to move her tongue to meet mine. I move my hands from around her back to her sides. Yuela notices it, and squirms in surprise. What are you doing? I stop her resistance by closing her lips under mine again. That's not fair. She doesn't try to seriously resist me. I easily undo the metal buckles that hold her clothing together, and slip it off her body. No way. How? She's surprised that I was able to do it so easily. Alchemists can do anything. Classic Will, just always resorting to the alchemist line. It's the perfect excuse for anything. It's half a joke. I hug her pale body against me again, tightly. She's unsteady on her legs. I force my weight onto her slightly, and push her backward onto my bed.